Kings Dominion, home to the most intense coaster in America and an airtime-filled RMC. What else is there to say? I may not have been, but I heard it's a great place. But a topic I've been interested in for a while is the evolution of this park. It usually is known as the worst of the two Kings-titled parks because its brother is literally Kings Island. It doesn't mean it's bad by any means. In fact, you could say it. Well, yes. Obligatory history section. Don't click off, I'm going to make this short and sweet. Basically, Kings Dominion opened in 1975 with Rebel Yell, even though they had a Scooby-Doo coaster that opened in 1974? What? They added a bunch of rides back-to-back including Volcano, Hypersonic XLC, and Flight of Fear. Then in 2006, the Paramount Parks were bought by Cedar Fair, and they added quite a bit, including Intimidator 305, Twisted Timbers, but they got rid of Volcano.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And I guess they also got Dominator. Okay. For a while, it looked like Kings Dominion would be the crown jewel of the Cedar Fair chain outside of Cedar Point and Kings Island. Then, all the investment suddenly came to a halt after Intimidator. What caused all of this to stop? There are a few reasons people speculate. First up, people think it happened because Carowinds got a tax write-off for investing, which it did, while Kings Dominion didn't. So it incentivized Cedar Fair to spend more on Carowinds, which I guess makes total sense considering they got 3 world-class coasters in 10 years with Intimidator, Fury, and Copperhead. This does make sense and an actual good business decision. The other reason is that because Intimidator 305 didn't have success like any of the other Gigas did because of its intensity, so they didn't feel the need to invest in the park for a while. Parks always have a set increase in attendance they are aiming for with each edition. When the park doesn't hit it, HQ sits around saying, hey, we should hold off investment, maybe this property isn't popular right now. And that's exactly what Intimidator 305 did. It was too intense for the general public to handle, some of his people didn't want to ride it. This might sound like I wasted your time a little bit, but I don't think these are the reasons instead. I have a better guess why. In 2018, we had the opening of Twisted Timbers, the all-new RMC airtime machine, and I believe it gave us a first look at their new priority. Well, a very small glimpse. Theming. Yes, I know it does not look like much, but hey, look at that flower thing. And that truck. Wowzers. But in all seriousness, we got to see the full extent of their new priority with the redo of their Safari Village in 2022. It reopened as Jungle Expedition, and boy does it look good. This right here is peak Cedar Fair theming. They rebranded rides to fit the new theme and added more theming to the existing rides. It opened with Toombili and SNS 40 free spin, yes, but it has onboard audio, a nice entrance, and it has nice colors. What am I going on to? But they introduced the story of the Way Foundation, a company devoted to uncovering the secrets of the jungle, and each ride is a dig site. Toombili is a primate temple, and Rapterra, their newest coaster, is another old temple, but bird edition. But let's talk about Rapterra for a second. Sure, it's apparently not a completely smooth wing coaster. It has some good theming throughout though. Like, look at this. This is cool. Also, the newly reopened Intimidator 305, now named Pantherian, has an attempt at theming. They restyled it to the Way Foundation, and guess what? It's another dig site. But if you can't understand what I'm trying to say, Kings Dominion is theming stuff now. If their investments aren't big, we now know they will be themed. Imagine a new inverted coaster themed to flying through the jungle. Maybe not on a bird because, Rapterra, like in a plane or something. Or maybe we can see a retheme of current existing areas. Or maybe another volcano. Regardless, just looking at it, you can tell this park has a bright future. Maybe not with record investments it used to get, but it will be quality. That is all for today. Thank you for coming along, and do you enjoy Kings Dominion's new additions? Let me know. Otherwise, obligatory please subscribe, and I will see you next time.